Have you ever felt a vibrant truth pulsating just beneath the surface of your apparent reality? A deep essence waiting to be finally discovered? And that perhaps this moment, now, as you encounter these words, is by no means a mere coincidence? Feel that intuition. It's a familiar feeling for many who, like you, venture through the paths of spirituality, dedicating themselves to deep meditations, visualizations, and daily affirmations, yet paradoxically, always seem to hit an invisible limit, a subtle barrier that leaves them with the persistent and sometimes frustrating feeling of being almost there, without achieving the full and tangible power of genuine manifestation. But what if I told you that this exact feeling of almost there isn't an inherent flaw in your journey, but rather an unequivocal signal from the universe itself, a resonant invitation echoing that you are, finally, ready to transcend this limitation and go far, far beyond? Visualize the cosmos not as an ocean of chaotic immensity, but as a radio station of incomparable perfection, broadcasting on specific frequencies, and the enigmatic title, "If This Found You," is your song, your theme song, precisely tuning into the frequency of your soul, a direct and personal call tailor-made for you. In this sacred space, let's together unveil the quantum leap of directed consciousness, the true breakthrough that has the power to fundamentally redefine every aspect of how you interact with reality, revealing the unexplored power, the creative force latent within your own consciousness. To seal this readiness, close your eyes for an instant, breathe deeply, and feel every cell of your body vibrate with the energy of this encounter. Are you truly ready for your breakthrough? Have you ever paused to feel the delicacy of an event unfolding so perfectly in your life, so aligned with your deepest longings, that the concept of chance simply vanishes? If this found you is not just any phrase, but a vibrational invitation, a quantum synchronicity designed with the precision of a cosmic architect, signaling that your consciousness has reached a threshold, an exact frequency for a revelation you've long sought. This moment now, as you absorb these words, is no mere coincidence. It is the quantum field, that invisible tapestry of pure potential, reaching out to you, acknowledging your inner readiness. Your soul, in its innate wisdom, orchestrated this encounter, drawing this message into your orbit with a magnetic force that defies linear logic. Feel this truth pulsating at your core, the certainty that something greater is at play, inviting you to a deeper dive into the architecture of your own reality. This synchronicity is a clear mirror reflecting your inner state, a powerful validation that you are not just seeking, but are being found by that which resonates with your essence. It's an invitation from the quantum field to transcend the perception that life happens to you and embrace the truth that life responds to you. Your consciousness, by raising its frequency through your journey of self-discovery and intention, has created the perfect conditions for this message, this specific melody, to find your reception channel. Feel the shift at your core, the feeling of almost there that perhaps accompanied you now, transmutes into an unshakable certainty of now is the moment. You are vibrating in such precise alignment that the universe could not help but manifest in clear and unmistakable ways, guiding you to the next level of your own evolution. Let's revisit the radio station metaphor to understand this subtle dance between the self and the cosmos, allowing the wisdom of quantum physics to illuminate your experience. Imagine the universe not as a vast and chaotic static noise, but as a perfect radio station, transmitting infinite frequencies and countless melodies simultaneously. Synchronicities are the personalized songs that the universe in its divine and boundless intelligence plays for you, and only for you, at that exact moment when your internal antenna, your own consciousness, is perfectly tuned. It's a directed transmission, a clear signal in the midst of the ether that validates your journey, confirming that you are on the right path to decode deeper messages. Think of it not as an accident, but as the resonant harmony of all that is, responding to your own vibrational frequency, an echo of your soul. This cosmic concert, If This Found You, is your theme song, a melody your soul already deeply recognizes, perhaps even before your conscious mind can articulate it. It's a resonance so intimate that you feel this message was made for you, a beacon of light guiding you through the fog of doubts and uncertainties that might still envelop you. This is the mirror principle in its purest form. What appears in your external reality, like this message, is a direct reflection of the frequency you are emitting internally, a perfect image of your readiness to expand. You are, at this instant, experiencing the reality of your own unconscious intention, your quest for truth materializing into a tangible form, a whisper from the higher self that now becomes a clear voice, calling you beyond self-imposed limits and opening doors to your quantum leap. And this theme song, echoing in the depths of your being, isn't just validating your existence, it's actively inviting you to a new radio station, one with higher frequencies where the transmission quality is crystal clear and possibilities are limitless. This new station represents an expanded level of consciousness where the perception of reality transforms and clarity about your creative power becomes undeniable. It's not an invitation to change who you are, but to remember who you've always been in your totality, freeing yourself from the old tunes of limitation and scarcity. Do you feel this expansion, this lightness, settling into your body now, as resistance dissolves and the truth of your magnificence emerges, revealing synchronicity as the bridge to a state of being more coherent and aligned with your true purpose? Now, I invite you to a deep introspection, a moment of stillness for your innermost self. How many coincidences have you ignored throughout your life? How many mere casualities have you dismissed, without realizing that each one was a coded message, a seed of wisdom planted by your higher self? Think of those moments of perfect timing, that person who appeared out of nowhere with the exact answer to your silent prayer, or that phrase you happened to read that resonated like thunder in your soul. Each of these events was not by chance, but a point of light in a constellation carefully designed to guide you, step by step, moment by moment, to this exact now. They were the silent language of the universe, orchestrating a path for you to find this truth, for your consciousness to make its leap. Feel that validation now, that permission to look back on your journey and recognize the subtle intelligence that was always present, even when your rational mind tried to categorize everything as random. That pain or doubt of having ignored these signs or of not having understood their deeper meaning is not a failure, but rather the perfect leverage for your evolution. It propels you to a new form of attention, to a sharper listening, transforming what was once frustration into powerful fuel for your ascension. The universe didn't give up on you. It merely waited patiently for your readiness, for your ability to tune into the frequency where these invitations become undeniable, where the truth of your interconnectedness with all that is reveals itself unveiled, and your own energy is the playing field. Your readiness is not a matter of merit, but of vibrational alignment. It's when your inner resonance becomes so clear and coherent that the quantum field has no choice but to respond with unequivocal synchronicity. You are not a passive receiver of random events. You are an activator, a collapser of probability waves, and your consciousness is the master key that unlocks manifestation. When you tune into the expectation of being guided, when your soul resonates with the truth that life is a continuous flow of signs and invitations, then the universe responds, not with a whisper, but with an entire symphony, orchestrated for your awakening. Feel the responsibility and empowerment that come with this truth. Your perception and your inner frequency are the catalysts for the unfolding of your destiny. This synchronicity is more than a sign. It's an invitation for you to begin deciphering the intrinsic language of the universe, the secret grammar behind every coincidence. Each seemingly random event contains a coded message, a piece of the larger puzzle of your existence, waiting to be interpreted and integrated into your wisdom. Do you feel this pulsation of knowledge, the intuition that a map is being revealed, and that each synchronicity is a landmark on that map? This process isn't merely intellectual, it's a resonance that manifests in your body, an aha that radiates from your core, confirming the truth your soul already knew. It's an invitation to sharpen your inner senses, to trust your intuition above logic, and to allow your essence to be your true guide on this journey. To be invited by this universal intelligence to feel this powerful synchronicity is only the first step of a much larger quantum leap. It's the opening of the door, the initial awakening to a potential that lay dormant. But the true power lies in how you respond to this invitation. The next step, fundamental for your evolution, is to understand the language of this invitation, not just to receive it, but to comprehend it in its deepest intimacy. And, crucially, how your own energy, your conscious intention, shapes the universe's response. It's a dialogue, not a monologue, where you are not merely the listener, but an active participant in the creation of your own reality, and every fiber of your being yearns for this understanding, for this mastery. If, upon absorbing these words, you have already felt profoundly called by something inexplicable, if this quantum melody has resonated in your soul in a way that transcends rational comprehension, then you are, in fact, tuned in. Feel that visceral connection, that certainty that you are not alone, and that a greater force is actively communicating with you, guiding each of your steps. Leave an "I am tuned in" the comments below. By doing so, you are not just typing a phrase, you are sending a frequency of clarity and intention to the quantum field, amplifying your own resonance and joining a community of souls who are also ready to take their next leap. Let's amplify this frequency together, weaving a network of activated consciousness that will transform our world. The paradigm shift this video invites you to embrace transcends the idea that you are merely a passive receiver of universal frequencies. It reveals you as the epicenter, the creator, the very source of the quantum radiation that manifests in your experience. You have been trained to believe that answers and opportunities come from outside, that your reality is a set of events to which you must adapt, but this is a limited narrative that obscures your innate power. Feel the truth pulsating at the core of your existence. Your consciousness is not a mere radio that picks up transmissions. It is the quantum recording studio, a vibrational powerhouse that composes, produces, and releases the symphonies the universe orchestrates for you, in a dance of cause and effect that begins within you. Every thought, every emotion, every deeply rooted belief is not just an echo, but a new frequency being activated and projected into the field of infinite possibilities, awaiting its collapse into form. Think of the radio metaphor we explored. You are not the passive listener tuning into a predetermined station. You are the producer, the DJ, the composer of all the songs of your life. Your intentions are not requests cast into the void, but the lyrics and melodies you are meticulously recording and sending into the ether, creating the unique playlist of your manifested reality. It's a continuous process, conscious or unconscious, where your innermost energy translates into sound, into frequency, into a vibrational blueprint that the quantum field instantly recognizes. Imagine yourself at the center of a cosmic mixing console, with all the knobs and faders in your hands. Every adjustment, every choice, resonates and alters the soundscape unfolding before you, directly influencing the experiences you attract. Your perception is the lens, yes, but your consciousness is the projector itself that defines the image. This revelation isn't just conceptual, it's visceral. Feel right now the energy flowing through you, the intrinsic capacity to shape the environment not just with physical actions, but with the pure vibration of your intention. Visualize your heart as the main soundboard, from which the primary frequency of your existence emanates. If you've been repeating songs of scarcity, doubt, or fear, these are the compositions your quantum studio has mastered and incessantly sent out to the universe. And inevitably, these are the reverberations that return to you. Reality is not an external imposition, but an acoustic mirror, amplifying and returning exactly what you are transmitting with your deepest inner coherence. Perceive the subtlety of this truth. It's not about forcing, but about harmonizing your inner station. True mastery arises when you recognize that every coincidence or chance occurrence in your life is not a random event, but a response, a direct echo of the frequencies you yourself are generating. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and quantum malleability, is always responding to your emission. If you feel stuck in repetitive patterns or unwanted experiences, pause and reflect. Which songs, thought patterns, unconscious fears, have you been incessantly repeating in your quantum studio without realizing that they are being mastered, polished, and manifested in every detail of your life? The pain of frustration, the feeling of stagnation, are merely signs that your inner playlist is not aligned with the symphony you truly yearn to live, a vibrational dissonance that calls for intentional recalibration. Embrace the paradigm shift. You are not a victim of circumstances, but the architect of your own experience. Pain is not a punishment, but an urgent invitation to reevaluate the songs you are choosing. It is the universe's feedback, the notification that your current frequency does not resonate with your highest desire. This is the liberating beauty of generative consciousness. Instead of seeking healing outside, you discover that the solution lies in readjusting your own inner console, in the courage to delete tracks that no longer serve you and compose new melodies of love, abundance, and purpose. The quantum field is not a separate entity. It is the malleable extension of your own consciousness, awaiting your instructions, your chords, to co-create reality in perfect synchronicity with your dominant vibration, always. Your neuroplasticity, your brain's innate capacity to rewire itself, is the perfect hardware for this quantum studio. Each time you choose a new thought, a new empowering belief, you are not just changing your mind, you are rewiring circuits, strengthening new neural pathways that correspond to higher frequencies. This is the science behind your co-creation ability. The brain adapts to mirror consciousness, and consciousness expands to dictate manifestation. Feel the potency of this knowledge now. It is not blind mysticism. It is a profound understanding of the interconnectedness between your mind, your body, and the vast field of energy that permeates us. A totality that makes no distinction between the internal and the external, but sees them as faces of the same vibrational coin, always in flux. The coherence you seek externally to manifest your desires is, in fact, a reflection of the inner coherence you already possess. When your thoughts, feelings, and intentions are aligned, you create a singular and powerful frequency wave, a clean and clear song that the universe not only hears, but reproduces in your reality. Dissonance, on the other hand, creates noise, interference, generating a confused mix that results in inconsistent or undesirable manifestations. It's like trying to record a song in a studio with faulty equipment. The result will be distorted, frustrating, and far from what you truly intended to create. Inner clarity is the prerequisite for outer clarity. Alignment is the key to resonance. The emptiness you may have felt after years of spiritual searching, the feeling that something is missing, is not a flaw of yours, but a doorway. It is the space between the notes, the silence between the frequencies, inviting you to stop receiving and start generating with intention. In that emptiness lies pure potential, the blank canvas where you can begin to compose your masterpiece. Surrender to the idea that the universe isn't testing you, it's mirroring you, waiting for you to take control of your own console. Allow yourself to feel the lightness of this newfound responsibility, the freedom that comes with knowing that the power of change is, and always has been, pulsating in every cell of your being, merely awaiting your conscious command. This is not an invitation for incessant effort, but for the intelligent leverage of your own energy. It's not about working hard to manifest, but about perfectly tuning in to the frequency of what you desire. Resonance doesn't demand force, it demands precision. Just as a violin doesn't need to be forced to vibrate in tune with another, but merely aligned to the same frequency, your consciousness, by aligning with desire, enters a state of natural resonance that attracts the vibrational equivalent into your life with surprising ease. Feel that ease now. The sensation that manifestation is not a battle, but a dance, a harmonious flow of energy that obeys the melody you yourself are creating and sending into the field. The core emotional pain that many of you feel, that frustration of striving without seeing the great breakthrough, is precisely the paradigm shift the universe is orchestrating for you at this very moment. It's your soul whispering, stop looking outside, look within. The key isn't in reception, but in generation. Every meditation, every affirmation, every visualization you've performed wasn't in vain. They were the training, the band rehearsals, preparing you for this moment of total revelation, where you finally understand that the microphone has been in your hands all along. You are no longer seeking the sound, you are creating the sound. And this is the monumental difference that separates seeking from possession, aspiration from inevitable manifestation. Your essence, your soul, is pure frequency, pure energy, and it is through it that you directly interact with the vast quantum web of the universe. There is no separation between you and the field. What you project internally, the universe mirrors externally. It's an instant feedback loop, a continuous conversation between your consciousness and the reality you experience. Totality is not an abstract concept. It is your nature, your essence. When you comprehend this fusion, the idea of waiting for manifestation dissolves and is replaced by the certainty that you are actively co-creating every millisecond of your existence in an incessant dance of intention and materialization, where your mind is the director and your soul the orchestra conductor. The hidden desire to be validated in your intuition that a deeper level of consciousness and power exists is being met now, at this very instant, as you absorb these words. Your intuition is not a mere hunch. It is your higher self communicating, validating your innate truth that you are much more than a physical body. It is your expanded consciousness recognizing its own generative capacity, the feeling of belonging, alignment, and ease in co-creation that you yearn for will not come from outside, but from within, from the moment you assume your throne as the cosmic DJ of your reality. Feel the joy of this validation. It is not a gift from the universe, but the recognition of a power that has always been yours, waiting to be awakened and masterfully used. The responsibility of being a quantum generator should not weigh you down, but rather empower you. It frees you from the illusion that you are a hostage to fate, revealing your capacity to be the active sculptor of your own destiny. And how do you truly take full control of your quantum console to create the symphony you desire? The answer lies in pure intention, in the crystal clear clarity of your vision, and in unwavering faith in your ability to manifest. It is a surrender not to passivity, but to potency, to the natural flow of co-creation that occurs when you align your conscious will with the inherent wisdom of the universe. Let doubt dissipate like mist in the sun, and allow the certainty of your generative capacity to illuminate your path to the next phase. This video found you so that you can master your own frequency, so that you can finally take the reins of your quantum recording studio and compose the life you've always dreamed of. It's no accident that you are reading this now. It's a direct invitation from the universe, a validation that you are ready to transcend limitations and activate your innate power of generation. If you are ready to be the maestro of your reality, to collapse the waves of possibilities into their highest form, and to dance to the rhythm of your own conscious creation, then this is your moment. Leave your like below if you resonate with this truth and are prepared to orchestrate your symphony of success, love, and abundance. Your journey up to this point, feeling the reverberation of "if this found you," culminates at this exact instant, where the veil lifts and the quantum breakthrough becomes a tangible reality, no longer a distant promise. Do you feel this truth? This unlock isn't a random event, but the perfect confluence, an ignition point where your conscious intention meets the vibrational resonance of the universe, and this fusion is translated into aligned action. It is here that theory dissolves into practice, where your soul and your body, your mind and your spirit operate in such profound coherence that the quantum field has no choice but to mirror your clarity. You are no longer just desiring. You are emitting a frequency so precise that reality bends to meet your highest command, closing the co-creation cycle with a precision bordering on miracle. The frustration of being almost there disintegrates as you realize that the key has always been within, awaiting this moment of total alignment to be turned, opening doors that once seemed sealed by invisible and impenetrable forces. Feel the expansion this brings, this certainty. Imagine for a moment that all your visualizations, meditations, and affirmations were the meticulous recording sessions of a song. The melody was there, the lyrics, the beat, but for this vibrational masterpiece to truly impact the world, for your music to be successfully released into the quantum ether, merely recording it in your inner studio wasn't enough. Now, you are at the console, with the faders in your hands, and the true power reveals itself. You need to mix your intention with absolute clarity. Master your frequency with the resonance of who you already are, what you desire. And finally, press the launch button with total confidence, with an unwavering intention that transcends any doubt. The breakthrough is exactly this activation. It is your conscious leap of faith and inspired action that does not hesitate, for you understand that the universe has already orchestrated the symphony in your favor. You move not out of obligation, but out of an inner impulse that knows it is the culmination of all you have sown in your energetic field. With this new understanding that you are the maestro, the sound engineer, and the artist in your own quantum studio, a crucial question arises that reverberates in the depths of your soul and demands an answer not just mental but energetic. Pause for an instant, breathe deeply, and feel, what is the first vibrational step, or the first inspired action that you feel, with every fiber of your being, you must take? Today, at this very moment, aligned with the overwhelming truth this video has revealed to you. It's not about a grand Herculean feat, but an authentic movement, perhaps a subtle adjustment in your perspective, a sincere conversation with yourself, or a small action that symbolizes your unwavering commitment to your new frequency. Feel the gentle urgency, the inner call that propels you forward, out of inertia, and towards your manifested reality. This step is the bridge between unlimited potential and concrete experience, the turning point where the invisible materializes through your conscious and courageous collaboration with the field. Trust that first impulse. It is the voice of your aligned soul. The transformative power of your consciousness, which once seemed an unfathomable mystery or an unattainable force, is now not only revealed, but fully at your disposal, clearer and more palpable than at any other moment of your journey. Do you feel the amplitude of this revelation, the vastness of your newfound potential? The understanding that you are the generator, the emitter, the active channel of your own universe is the basis for a freedom few dare to imagine. However, true mastery lies not just in unlocking this truth a single time, but in integrating it so deeply that it becomes your inherent nature. Then arises the next frontier, the next layer of your evolution. How to maintain this elevated frequency, this state of quantum coherence, and make it your new and permanent state of being, your non-negotiable daily reality. The answer lies in consistency, continuous calibration, and the art of living in alignment, transcending old patterns that try to pull you back into the matrix of limitation, inviting you to a permanence in your new vibration. Now that you have experienced this profound awakening, felt the breakthrough pulsate within your very being, and understood your role as the conscious co-creator of your reality, the invitation extends beyond you. There are countless souls in the vast ocean of consciousness who also yearn for this clarity, who also feel that something is missing, and are ready to be found by this transformative message. Your own activation is a beacon, and by extending this light, you not only amplify your own frequency, but contribute to the collective upliftment, to the creation of an expanded field of resonance that benefits everyone. Feel the impulse, the genuine inspiration, and share this video with someone you know in your heart also needs to be found by this message. Someone who is on the verge of their own quantum leap. Together, by uniting our aligned intentions and actions, we can create a wave of activated consciousness so powerful that it will reshape the very tapestry of shared reality. One breakthrough at a time, one heart at a time.